Dun dun dun! It's the Gamer Scrap Show, and today I'm sponsored by the new Atari 5200. Not really new, came out in 1982, and that is also what I'll be reviewing today: the Atari 5200. Yes, some people think it is a horrible console, and not right now. And, well, yeah, it is sucky. I'm surprised. My dad had this in storage for 10 years and it works fine. It's got a weird head. If you have an Atari 2600 or 7800, you're glad this can't fit. I mean, look at this controller first. No self-center. It used rubber boots instead of springs like it did in the 2600. Sadly, I don't have a 2600, but I will be getting one. And hopefully any of you on eBay will give me one. My name is ScrapDog63 for eBay. And, well, that's it. The Atari 5200 came out in 1982. The first version that came out was the Black Box of Death. I have the newer Black Box of Death, sadly. Here's what it would do. Back in...
Are you in here?
Random.
Why?
Okay. When it first came out, this is the coaxial cable. You just put that in your TV, and this is pretty cool. There's an antenna right here, and when you're not watching and when you're not playing, it would just turn you on to your TV, and you'd watch TV. Now, the thing about this is that it is big. I don't even know if I can fit this whole thing, but here it is, if you can see it. Yeah, I won't fit the whole thing. Now, the cool thing about these things are, you have a controller storage spot. You just wrap the wire around the joystick. It's in. I did get a game cartridge in the mail today. Pac-Man. You just hook that in there. There's a start on and off button. The box would click, and I am afraid this thing is going to blow up by the end. Every time you turn it on, listen, you can still hear it clicking. If you can hear that, then, oh wow. And the bad thing about this thing is, this is what started a fire. There's a wire in the bottom. This would start a fire. It holded both power and AV. This wire right here. And look at this. See this? That's what it would do. For you to hook this thing up, you'd have to put this first in. You'd go ahead. It's hooked in. The next step is to hook up your power adapter. And I mean, that thing is huge. This would be your power adapter. And you put that in. Then if you want to watch TV after you're done, you would put this cable part right in, twist it, and you can watch TV. Now, there is a channel selector right here. It's very small to see. There's a square for channel 2 and a circle for channel 3. I would keep it on channel 3, but it changes. If you have it on channel 2, it'll be stupid crappy. And here's what it would look like without the antenna hooked in. Then you just jam this up into the cable part, or if you have an adapter, you can put this in the adapter. And then you'd have a cable, and mainly you're done. Now they did redesign the 5200, and that version only had 2 controller spots. This one that I have, sadly, is the deadly one, like I said. And this would have 4 controller spots. Since this one is kind of broken, I can't play any games on it. But when I fix it, I will do a review on Pac-Man. And you will like it. The controller, however, is a piece of crap. Or this. This was the first controller to have a pause. There'd be a start, pause, and reset. The only thing on this controller that works right now is the reset button. There would be 4 fire buttons. And then there'd be a numeric keypad. Why would we need a numeric keypad for an Atari? And then, like I said, it's got rubber boots. They were warned that this would be a piece of crap. But they were like, oh, this is cheaper, so let's go with it. No springs. That'll be expensive. So let's go with stupid rubber boots. And they were dumb to do that. Oh my gosh. Okay. This thing would just hook in right in one of the spots. Sometimes you'd have to jam it in there. And then when you turn your Atari on, you'd get a logo. It'd be shining red down here. You click it on, an Atari logo will come up. And then you got all this. For you to start a game, you'd have to press the start button. Simple as that. But no. They had to make this controller so stupid. And, well, you can see that. You'd have to jam your thumb in there to start the game. And that would suck. I mean, this thing is huge. Let me just tell you that. This thing is 15 inches long, 15 inches wide, I meant, and 13 inches long. I measured it. Not because of Classic Game Room, I watch him. I've watched all of his videos, actually. All 1,650 something. And yeah, I did not get it from him. I would go for a refurbished, since that will do good on you. I mean, what games would do 4 players? Here's what you would do. You would put the wire around the joystick. Man, it's hard to deal with this stiff wire and this crazy joystick that just slides anywhere it wants to. Put that in there, and it would fit. Darn it. Yeah, it'd take a while. Atari, you screwed up this time. I really want an Atari 2600. If you got one, please try to send me one. I would love to review it. I will do a video on how to hook this thing up, though. And the power adapter, like I said, is big. Pokemon, this will be my first game in review for the Atari. This is actually my only game for Atari. I just got this game today. Don't force it in! Okay! Surprisingly, it looks like... I mean, if you look at an NES cartridge and this... the NES cartridge looks a lot better. But the graphics that it looks like on the NES covers... Atari, you have amazing artwork. Now, Atari, if you see this video, I have to say, the 5200 was a piece of junk. You screwed up, Atari, and you should be ashamed of yourselves for making it. Now, I don't want you to sue me, so, well, nothing really. I just have to say this was a horrible game. Well, not the game, the system. This thing could blow up your house with the wire in the bottom. There was a wire on the bottom like I showed you. And now go into the power adapter, or the switch box, the black box. And that's it. If you'd like to send me a 2600 or 7800, I would love that. It's a good thing you can put your 2600 controllers or Sega Genesis. I'd recommend doing this using a Sega Genesis controller. Now, if anyone knows what to do, there is a thing down here on the bottom. It kind of looks like a 2600 adapter, but Atari made an adapter for the 2600 to play 2600 games on the 5200. If you can tell me what this thing is down here, I'll know what it is. Just tell me. I want to know. Please put it in the comment section. Well, that's mainly it. Crappy controller, crappy design. I mean, the design is really good. Crappy wires, crappy black box of death, crappy everything. If you watch the Gooch and Douchebag show, they put it as the 9th worst console. A lot of people put it up high, like in the top 5. I would give, if I had to do a top 10 worst system review, oh, that'd be tough. I would put this on the number 7 spot. Yeah, I do not want to, like I said, crappy controllers and all that. They just wanted to make this out. Well, that's it, mainly. So, bye. Da 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 da.